out to be a very pivotal year. So how do central banks prepare for a crisis? Record central bank buying lifts global gold demand. Really? Physical gold. The paper gold is a different story. Physical gold demand excluding OTC. So that's the spot market. So all the physical demand in the third quarter of 2022 was up 28% year on year and was bolstered by consumers and central banks. So this goes all the way back to 1971, right? And goes through 2021. Well, what's it look like now? There's 1971. There's 2005, which was actually the bottom of the selling to manipulate the price. But ever since 2010, they've been net buyers. Look at what's happened through 2021. Let's see where we're at in 2022. Central banks bought almost 400 tons of gold in the Q3, which is that light lavender that you see on the screen. And guess what? My goodness, there's 2010 when we went net positive purchases. There's 2018 when the system was starting to fall apart in earnest again. And here's 2022. It is the highest central bank gold buying ever. And it's only the third quarter. What's going to happen in this fourth quarter? They've already surpassed it. What does that tell you? Who knows more about how they are destroying the entire world than the central banks? This is what they're doing to protect themselves. But with the digital gold, which you look at the spot market and go, well, sure, Wall Street's telling me, oh, gold is doing nothing or gold is going down or blah, blah, blah. Digital gold investment was down 47% year on year as ETF investors with significant outflows. These movements alongside weakness in OTC, so that's derivatives, that's over-the-counter demand, and negative sentiment in futures markets hampered gold's price performance, contributing to an 8% quarter-on-quarter drop in the price during Q3 2022. So that's what's controlling the visible price of the gold that you see. This paper gold, of which, just like they can with money, can create as much of it as they want. But in the physical world, there's a finite amount. So you have demand for the physical exploding, and yet the price action that we see called perception management, having people go, oh, who wants gold? Ah. Right? I want it. You want it. Clearly, the central bankers want it. And they want it because they know they're destroying everything. They want your money in their system, so it's easy to rob you. I suggest you take your wealth out of the system so that they can't touch it. Because what you're looking at right here is the only financial asset that runs no counterparty risk.